family, and there is a rare genetic condition. It is called Bloom syndrome. It's a genetic mutation that makes it difficult for your body to repair DNA damage. Now, for the children and families affected, it means an extremely high risk of cancer, serious health challenges, and a dramatically shortened life expectancy. Well, Eric Sarbu and Daniela Elena Sarbu have made it their mission to change that. After their own journey discovering Eric's Bloom syndrome diagnosis, they've launched public campaigns to ensure that kids are tested and diagnosed earlier. And we say good morning to Eric and Daniela.
Good morning, Ken.
Good morning.
Oh,
Thank you so much
good to
for
have you.
having us today.
Yes, thank you, and very good to have you both on. Daniela, let's start with you if we can, because it's such a rare disorder. A lot of people don't even realize what this is. So, what is Bloom syndrome, and how did you first learn that Eric had this?
Bloom syndrome is a mutation in the BLM gene, which makes it hard for the body to repair DNA damage, which means children, people that have Bloom syndrome, um, are very prone to getting cancer. Unfortunately, it's not something that genetic doctors or doctors in general think about. It starts there's so many signs. It starts with short birth weight, with short stature, failure to thrive. And many times we looked at Eric, he had his own curve of growth. He was in the 5 percentile, and we kept on asking our genetic doctor, all the pediatricians, endocrinologists, why? I'm 5'6", my husband is 6'2". It just didn't make sense. And nobody thought of testing him for Bloom syndrome up until my father passed away this year. He had cancer with no signs, perfect blood tests. So that's when the doctor said, there's something weird, we need to test you. So they tested me. They realized that I'm the carrier of BLM gene, but our bodies have two BLM genes. So one of them functions perfectly for me, the other one is damaged. And unfortunately, Eric's father had one of the damaged genes as well. And when we had Eric, we passed both of the defective genes to him, and that's
Interesting.
how
So
Bloom syndrome.
it's
So
you literally you summed it up better than a scientist right there, the way you cleared it up. So if both parents are carriers and you each have one good and one bad BLM gene, you could potentially have passed the two good ones too, right? It's just a luck of the
yes,
draw, sort of.
unfortunately, yes, it's a very, very low chance to give it, but you pass it. So we did, um, and that's where we are today. So we were, I want to say, on one hand, we were blessed because children usually with Bloom syndrome, they develop a cancer 10 years old, 11 years old. We didn't think of screening our children for cancer. You're not thinking of testing your
Of course
12-year-old
not.
for a colonoscopy. So we were blessed that he's healthy, thank God, and now we know what to do. He knows that he needs to test blood every 3 months, colonoscopies every year, and so on and so forth. But what's important is to let all the parents out there know that they have to test. They have to ask their genetic doctor for Bloom syndrome testing. If their child is short, if their child is born small, failure to thrive, which is called, in the pediatric, I guess, world, um, they have to test. Early screening prolongs life. Ultimately, Bloom
Yeah.
syndrome, because it exposes them to higher cancer risk, the risk of cancer is over 300 times more than our risk.
Wow.
And if you screen and you find the cancer at the beginning, there's more chances of survival. Right now, survival rates for Bloom syndrome people is 25 years old, 25 to 30, because people
So
don't
so
know.
let me if I only because we're down to about a minute and a half left. I just wanted to talk. We haven't talked to Eric yet, too. I want to ask
Yes.
Eric, what is day-to-day life like for you going to school? And I mean, does this always sit in the back of your mind, or is it that this is the only life you know?
Yeah, so I'm constantly thinking about it because, for one, I can't be in the sun. I try to avoid it at all times. So, um, even when it's summer, I'm gonna have like a full jacket on, cover my arms, because I'm scared even a little bit of sunlight will, like cause skin cancer because of the 300 times more risk. Um, I also can't eat junk food anymore. In the past, I've eaten a lot of junk food without knowing I have Bloom syndrome. Now I have to just work out. The only things that can really preserve uh, and maybe get me a little higher life expectancy is working out, eating healthy, and sleeping. Those are really the only three things. Uh, and staying out of the sunlight because skin cancer. But
One, I think, I don't mean to cut you short, Eric, because now we're down to less than a minute, but I just want to make sure that people understand this is a very rare, we're talking only a few hundred people are diagnosed with this in the whole world, right? 128, I think, right now.
128. Yes.
That's unbelievable. So let's just we're down to seconds. So I want to make sure, what is a website so that people can get more information and to urge their politicians, et cetera, to get more knowledge of this to help people so they can be diagnosed early. What's a website?
So we're currently making a website for Eric is Bloom Syndrome Awareness, and we work with the Bloom Syndrome Association as well. So they have more information, and hopefully we'll find the treatment soon. But we'll post as many updates as we have on Bloom Syndrome Awareness on Eric's website.
Amen. Eric Sarbu and Daniela Elena Sarbu, I thank you so much for coming on this morning. May you live to be 100 and beat all the odds. God bless you. I'll be praying for you, and a good holiday to you. Thank
Thank you.
you.
Happy holidays.
happy holidays.
You too.